We're going to be streaming GME's earnings, all if they have one. We'll be looking at their financials, 10K, 10Q, whichever it is. Thanks for joining here, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Got about 3 minutes to close, and GME's earnings should be out within the first 30 minutes. Just keep that up here. Go over some TA on GME 2. Go. Hey, Danny K passing cloud. Passing cloud just shows up for the stream. That's funny. All right, here we go. 30 seconds to close. They can come out with it, well, at any time actually, but possibly come out right at the bell, which GME usually doesn't do it, but I suppose that is possible. Up Phil, what's up Passing Clouds, up Dink. No GME call today? Maybe not. Might not get a call. Given that Ryan Cohen is chair. Getting very volatile already. Earnings good, year's week, shrug. I don't have much of an opinion on, I guess, whether it's a beat or a miss. I don't even know what analysts are expecting. They say no call. Passing cloud, or you just speculating?
Good morning. This webcast is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the meeting over to Mr. Mark Robinson. Please go ahead, sir.
Good morning. It is now 10 a.m.
That's the old one. They're serving whiskey. Faker. I'm the only one. They got it. None of you can get it yet. I get it first. I can't remember where to find it. You guys have a link for it? was a shareholder meeting. I think that was Furlong. Excuse me. I don't even know how to find it. Is that what it says? CEO of something? I heard he updated that he's working for a private company now. Did he just say CEO of something? Oh, maybe he's moving a little bit. We always get it after the media. With a Teddy trademark? Something, something, something. Matt Furlong, something, something, Teddy. RC, something, something, barbecue. Ah, RW James, man. It's been like at least a quarter since we've seen you. I think last earnings. Does anybody have a link on Discord to the earnings call? I've experienced. Oh, looks like something got released. Maybe? Yeah, it just got released. Ripping up a little bit. 3%. Let's see, 1950 it hit. I think it just got released, Smoke Dog. We're not going to hear about it until... I'm watching the news to see when they start talking about it, because they might start talking about it before I see it come out. Kind of mixed. Now it's down 4%. There it is.
We're sitting here last time waiting for these numbers to come out. The earnings call got canceled. Remember, the stock sold off like 20% because of a bigger than expected sales decline, bigger than expected loss, firing the CEO, Matthew Furlong. So as these numbers come out, it'll be interesting to see if they kind of shift the narrative, and we'll see how Chairman Ryan Cohen is unlocking the value for its shareholders. So yes, starting to see the initial numbers come out. Q2 loss of $0.01 per share.
Okay, that's better.
$2.8 million. So
Wait,
that's
1
better
cent?
than expected. Adjusted
That's way
loss
better.
of 3 cents per share. So that's definitely better than the expectation of a loss of 15 cents per share. So already better than the last time we did this.
Way better on
In
DPS.
terms of revenue, sales of $1.16 billion. Well, the expectation was for $1.14 billion.
Yeah, they killed
so
it.
that also came in better than
What's with
expected.
this
Just taking a quick look at
response?
game shares, not really seeing.
What?
I know we saw that initial move, but I'm not actually
There must be
seeing all
something
that
else in
much of
there.
a move right now. So I think, amidst these management changes,
Beat on
and,
EPS and beat on
Ryan
rev that
Cohen
much?
being back as executive chairman, want to hear a bit more from him. We'll see if they actually have an earnings call this time to kind of discuss. I do know that analysts, a Wedbush analyst who has an underperform rating, and I believe a $6.50 price target on this name. So so quite a bit lower than where it's currently trading, did say that the video industry or video game industry did grow in the second quarter, and attributed it to things like better certain names that you probably know better than I do, Zelda, different names that could help, but a continuing digital mix likely is impacting GameStop. So let's see what they have to say about traffic. But so far, it looks like a beat on both the top and bottom line, and we're starting to see a little pop in shares right now.
We'll get a big move starting tomorrow.
Seems like the most exciting thing for GameStop on the calendar is that movie coming out, Dumb Money, right? Is that what it's called? I think so. So
that's actually something I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah,
I don't like
it's going to be great.
Video games, but
well, it's going to be about investing. We know you like that.
Video games.
Stop. It's going to be, you know.
This is an interesting response. There must be something in here that we're not seeing. But they're not saying.
Covering the story. Kevin, how did they narrow their loss so much? It seems like they should get some credit for that. I mean, the net loss of $2.8 million for the quarter, it lost like $100 million the previous quarter. So are they starting to normalize a little bit? Or this time a year ago, sorry. A year ago, they were losing $100 million.
Yeah, I think it's just their ability to really manage expenses at this point. I mean, they still have a pretty large footprint when it comes to the store locations, and I think they're trying to obviously transform their business to be a little bit more efficient and really attacking the online space here. What I did find very interesting is the software side of the business did actually see some pretty decent growth on a year-over-year basis. It did comprise of around 34% of total sales, but we did see a contraction when it came to collectibles. That was actually expected by the street here. I think having the conference call will be key here to be able to get a little bit of an update on their vision moving forward. But if they can continue to manage their expenses, I think that's going to be a key for them moving forward and trying to drive at least adjusted earnings per share growth. Okay. They've got $1 billion in cash. What should they do with that, Kevin? Because that to me is when it really comes down to the call, the language and the strategy. Because over the last year and a half, I haven't been impressed by any of their strategy, frankly. And a lot of it has just been lacking. They haven't really had a lot of it outside of trying to do NFTs and collectibles and stuff. So they've got cash, though, to do something with, $1 billion. Yeah, I mean, from a cash strategy standpoint, I would say still trying to reduce the amount of stores that they have, try to really shore up that cash. And then at the end of the day, you're going to have to be able to market and rebrand. And unfortunately, that's very expensive in the near term, but could be able to pay off for them in the long term. And you're just going to have to rebrand it. And you have to go from being known as a store that sells video games to being a company that has several different areas of their business that could grow over time, especially when you're looking at the online gaming space. So that's what I would say they should do with their cash. I mean, unfortunately, it's a really hard sell when you're looking at the adjusted earnings per share and not being profitable, but you have to either make that case to your shareholders that it's going to be beneficial in the long term. Just coming up with that vision and being able to tell that vision on the conference call or within press releases is going to be key here for them to be able to get their investors on board. Okay. All right. Caroline, any thoughts here on what we should be looking for in the call, or should we talk a little bit of the success story behind American Eagle going into their numbers, which we're awaiting? Not sure what time they're coming out, but they're supposed to be this afternoon.
Yeah, I've been looking at my feed, hoping to see something, but nothing yet. Haven't seen any move in the stock price either. Yeah. But American Eagle's already up more than 20% year to date. This is an interesting one because we heard from retailers like Macy's and Foot Locker.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing an earnings call. Yeah, they beat pretty hard. I wonder what the reason for that action is. This could have an earnings continuation move from here. Net sales were $1.164 billion for the period compared to $1.136 billion the prior year's second quarter. So expectations were, I guess, that they would do worse this year compared to last. SG&A expenses were $322.5 million, 27.7% of net sales for the period compared to $387.5 million, 34% of net sales in the prior year's second quarter. Net loss was $2.8 million for the period compared to a net loss of $108. Yeah, that's crazy. Significantly better. Probably still just, like they said, cutting costs. Yeah, because they've already sold through probably all their excess inventory they got from the supply chain from COVID and everything. So this is a more realistic more realistic number, I would say, which is bullish. Because remember 2 earnings ago, it was their numbers were pretty inflated, just because they were basically selling through inventory. I think that's when did they have a positive EPS that time? 2 earnings ago, I think. Transition costs related to European restructuring efforts for 4.3 million. Cash equivalents were 1.195 billion. I think they had 1.4, right? Last earnings, they had, or last quarter, I think they had 1.4. So they've used in cash. I don't know of any mentions of acquisitions or anything in here. Doesn't seem like it. They'll have is the French loan. Huh. Something, it's pretty odd that it's not rallying on that, honestly. Me at least. Profit. Year over year. Yeah, net loss is only negative 2.2% as opposed to 10. Year over year, total assets. They have more in total assets from last year. Wow. Yeah, Jack, they beat and still negative EPS, but bad. Was it even? Because your assets are higher than it was last year. Cash equivalents. So a little less than last year. Yeah, it could be random. Sometimes you'll see this, you won't see much move in the after hours, but this is kind of the start of a long uptrend or downtrend depending on how it goes. And it could last until the next earnings. You know, we see that with earnings changing the trajectory of a stock for an extended period of time. Really, without any momentum stopping it, they just kind of keep going. Depending on the macro environment too, though. If the market's not favoring small caps, we'll probably be pretty muted. Well, they're not free cash flow positive. Right? Maybe that's part of the lack of response here. I think that's whoops. Yeah. Guess is negative. It's not that bad though. Yeah, 0.03. So much better than expectations too. The same period last year it was negative 0.35. And yeah. So yeah, almost a positive EPS. We'll see. I mean, it still could have a reaction. I think they're not positive cash flow though. Is that what I'm seeing here? A little more reaction now. There's 6% on it. So TA wise, I mean, we'll see it. opening and closing above this kind of breakout here be good for sure for the bulls. So far it's just resisted here the last couple days, but earnings might be the catalyst it needs to really shift this downtrend it's been in for time. Since here, December of last year, almost a year. I mean, it's stayed kind of flat, but breaking that new level just continue its downtrend. So yeah, breaking to the upside here. I mean, we might this might be a bit of a bottom. It's hard though because the macro environment is just very sketchy right now. Let's get. Did we miss anything? I think so. Yeah, beat on revenue, beat on EPS. Net sales were better this year. That's actually kind of crazy. Is that from collectibles or is that attributed? There's more cost cutting. Yeah, I don't think DRS numbers comes out on this. Is it on the other filing, right? I can't remember. Let's see, something else. Starting to get a reaction there now. 6.5%. See anything on these filings? Yeah, I wonder if it's from their cash flow. Here. GameStop Q2 net sales 1.16, estimates for 1.14. Loss of shares were 3 cents. The estimated loss per share were 14. So big beat on EPS. Q2 proceeds from sale of digital assets 1.5 million. Down negative 98% year over year. GME. What? Proceeds from sale of digital assets 1.5 million. Negative 98% year over year. GME. Oh, like NFTs? That's down 98%. That's probably what that is. Yeah, this could be the start of a long uptrend. I don't know. So this will be my next resistance I'll be looking for. Prior support line, then breaking this one, and then 27, 28, those highs from after RC's buy-in. Wish they announced, or at least wish they had some kind of acquisition on this earnings. They're buying Funko or something. They're waiting. Stuff's gonna keep getting cheaper probably. You know, the high interest rate environment, it's probably not a very favorable time in loans, financing anything, and also a sketchy time to be low on cash. So we're probably just waiting it out. Maybe they're buying barbecue and bankruptcy. I don't think so. But not a bad reaction. I think partially why it's not as big of a reaction is maybe because their cash flow. Negative on their cash flow. That'd be my only guess. I don't see what else in there wouldn't be quite bullish. Oh, no earnings call actually. That could be a big deterrent on a rally. That's true. Yeah, because the stock sold off. If you remember last earnings actually weren't even that bad. And had this huge gap down. I mean, firing the CEO for sure, but then no earnings call, like that was just a reaction from that. And nothing to do with the numbers. So taking into that consideration, no earnings call could have some dampening effect on rally. Yeah, the net loss is insane. I mean, we're almost positive EPS, like legitimately, not just from selling out of excess inventory. Well, no earnings call, and no Ryan Cohen. Yeah, these numbers look good. Here's how it goes from here. If it opens up above this trend, which probably will. I don't know, maybe some leaps, some falls. I think so. Well, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good afternoon. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. If you're not on our Discord, you're welcome to join on there. And we stream every day, trading stocks, options, futures now. I've been mostly a GME video update streamer. As GME has gotten more boring, I've basically started streaming and trading everything. A lot of SPY daily options and whatever. GME too when the setup is right. But thanks guys for your support. Thanks Spirits. Thanks Passing Cloud Jinx, Jeep from the Bay, Boss Ape. Appreciate you guys. A lot of OG names in here. Oh, it's been a while. Crazy. Yeah, thanks guys. We'll see you tomorrow. See you on Discord. Have a good afternoon. Okay, peace out. Well, unless Jimmy keeps going, maybe I'll stick around. Let's see what's going on here. There's 10%. It's starting to wake up a little bit. I mean, Crystalline. I mean, Thank. We got. It's hard to leave all you OGs. Starting to wake up a little bit. Like seeing all your old friends from summer camp after it's over. Pretty bullish earnings. I'm kind of surprised actually. Didn't have expectations really either way, I guess, but yeah, the fact that they beat year over year so big is pretty impressive. Okay, I'm gonna take off though. Thanks guys, appreciate it. We'll keep watching this. See what we wake up to tomorrow. Yeah, it affects. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.